How to not fuck up a high mid taper. I like to start with my lever open, making sure I make consistent and even guidelines. For this part of the process, you will need a clipper. Make sure it also has a lever. We're going to divide and section out this taper into 3 different sections. Now close your lever halfway. To fade this line out, we're going to divide this section into 3 parts. Go halfway up that section. If you want to join any of my giveaways or any of my barber group chats, here we're attacking that bottom line from the 3 I just showed you. Pay close attention to the movements of my clipper. I am doing baby strokes. When you're setting in your guideline, it's okay to use longer strokes. When you're fading, use baby strokes. Now with my 0 guard lever midway, we're gonna go about 3/4 of an inch. And don't mind my broken guard, I broke it for a purpose. I will explain further down the video. Don't forget to use the 3-section method. With the lever fully open, and we're gonna go up a whole inch or a finger width. Don't mind that bald spot in the back in the middle of his head. That's the natural bald spot. And he has multiple, so just learn how to work your way around it. Now closing the lever, once again we're doing baby strokes, just flicking out that bottom line. This is why my guard is broken, because I like to use the broken side just so I could dig in a little more into the dark spots. Then I like to use the wall half guard with the lever midway. That means we go midway up that section. Remember, like I told you, make sure you divide your taper into 3 sections. Repeating this method until your fade is completely blurry. Doing this one time won't be enough. You're gonna have to make sure you come back. With the lever all the way open, I'm gonna go up all the way to that line. Since the 0 guard and the half guard is almost the same thing. I definitely seem to notice a slight difference on both of the guards though. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Now with the lever closed, we're gonna attack the bottom portion. The lever midway and the lever open kind of just erase that line out already for us. So if you did the proper steps, it should already start looking blurry for you. Now with the 1.5 guard lever open, this is basically like a number 2. We're gonna start fading out that line that we left, only going about half an inch up. Remember the motion, that was a flicking out motion. Now with the 1 open, we're gonna attack that little line that we left. The goal here is to attack all the dark spots that you see. Always keeping in mind that 3-section taper I showed you guys. If you could train your eye to break your taper into these sections, you will for sure learn how to detail and perfect your taper. I've been cutting hair since I was 12 years old. I'm now 26. Now grab some trimmers, make sure they're hitters. My favorite hitters are Supreme. They're the recharge. They come with the rechargeable battery. Not to mention, it comes with a deep tooth for those perfect lineups and designs. It comes with a charging dock and 2 extra batteries. With 8,000 RPM, you won't never miss another perfect lineup. Take your time while you line up your client. Here I like to use a white pencil. This pencil creates a contrast and it will show me any little hairs that are sticking out once I comb the hair. This part is crucial, especially if you want to be a perfectionist like myself. We like to go in there at least 3 to 10 times to make sure everything is cut and there's no little hair sticking out of that line. Now with the 0 guard again, with my broken guard, how I told you guys I was going to explain to you guys, I like to go in there and just do any little detail work, any light touches I need to do. And here the client requested enhancements, so we made sure to spray them up with some enhancements, making the haircut pop. Now using my own barber razor. I know you guys see it with the nice P. It says Prestige with Next Level Barber in the bottom. Shout out to everybody who watches me live on TikTok every single day. And all the gifts that you guys send, I make sure to invest that money back into our own tools. Thank you guys for joining the Prestige community. And if you have a razor, please tag me because I will be reposting you on all of my pages. Here we apply some shaving cream and make sure that we glide the razor as soft as we can. Notice how with my blue glove I am stretching the skin, making sure that we get a nice stretch before we pass the razor, because if we don't do that, the razor could get stuck and you could potentially cut the client. You also want to go against the grain on the taper area, making sure you get all the little hairs. I promise, if you guys do that technique with the razor, all of your tapers are going to pop 10 times more. Here, we're just cleaning off any excess hair. You know, my client right here has some moles. So you want to make sure on the moles, you grab your clipper. You don't want to pass the razor because you will cut them. And right here, we're just going in with the detail work. So, we're going to use some thinning shears, making sure we go after the dark spots. Any little dark spot that you see, just glide the thinning shear. You could freehand or you could use your comb. Just be careful with using this technique because you could slice the client. I don't know if you guys saw the guy that cut the client's ear off. And to add the final details, we're just going to go in there with the foil shaver, making sure that we're flaking out to not irritate the skin. The client here has white skin, so any form of irritation will be highly noticeable on the white skin. My personal favorite foil shaver has to be the Supreme Crunch. Make sure you guys go buy that. And just with like the thinning shears, we're going to go ahead and go with our regular shears and hit any little dark spots that we see to make sure we get that perfect blurry effect. And here, just grab your corner of your clipper and make sure you flick out any little dark spots as well. And then I like to finish off with the white pencil just to create that pop, to create that super crispy effect. Every barber who charges over $100, I promise you, uses any type of enhancement or some type of pencil. Damn, I even seen barbers use makeup. Real life concealer. That's crazy. Notice how with my left hand, with my blue glove, I move the ear and I continue to mark that line. Don't worry, I'm going to blend that line in with my trimmer, following up with the razor. I told you guys, with the trimmer, we're going to blend it in. And damn, fam, this is an end result. Got my boy looking crispy, fresh, fly, ready for his dates.